Sanvanani Dumelang Afsheni. Hello. Welcome, guys. My name is uBongekile. This is so weird because in all the previous videos, I used to go by naturally. So, like, even now with my intro, it's like, how do I even introduce myself? Because, like, it had a nice ring to it. That whole thing I would say or do after introducing myself. But we are gonna work on that. So welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back. It's been a minute and a half. Okay, like I don't even have an excuse as to why it's been that long. But anyway, that's a story for another day. For those who are new and who don't know what I do, I analyze music videos, and it's music videos that I love, right? So I don't have time to be bashing music videos that I don't appreciate. So if I get to talk about your music video, it's because I love your music video and I just wanna analyze it to the T with people who enjoy music videos. So to all the music video lovers, hey there, welcome. And to all my returning subscribers, guys, you guys are the one. Okay. So yeah, I'll keep referencing to the old videos, right? So what I'm gonna do for I don't know, just I think for everyone, what I'm gonna do is as I post these videos now, I'll also like Kenya a link of a previous video so that you kind of know where I'm coming from, because I'm just gonna continue, right? Like I'm not gonna start from scratch, like I'm just gonna continue. But for those who need a little bit of a backstory or a bit of context, I'm going to Kenya a link so that you can always go back and forth, because obviously, like I said, I used to go by naturally, meaning it's a totally different account, totally different name, totally different Alice. Okay. um okay, so the music video we're gonna talk about today, guys, like I'll just get straight into it, right? Is a music video for the song Love Me by Ayanda Jiya from the album Tale of a Fallen Queen. Okay, so can before we go any further, right? The title of the album for me, because I've been listening to the album for quite some time, and I'd always think like Fallen Queen. Like I didn't think she meant like, but this is what I think today. But all the other times I've been thinking like Umdowile, or like a fallen person, like Notukua, guys, like Umdowile, you know how you guys talk of someone who's downgraded, or like when life has hit you. Hey, did you see the car she's now driving? Or like, no, Ubongi doesn't have a car anymore. Like something like that, right? So I would always wonder, like, Tale of Fallen Queen. Don't go my here and you get it. But I guess it was just one of those blunt moments, because obviously she loves love. So obviously she's talking with regards to love, but she's a fallen queen. Love. So she is a fallen queen, guys. You know, that was just a blunt moment for me, I guess. So yes, that's that. It was released on the 18th of February 2024. Okay, so that's like 2 months now. Today is actually like what, the 16th? In the next 2 days, it's going to be 2 months exactly. 2 months since it's been released. And so far, it has 3,220 views, 346 likes, right? This is on YouTube, guys, right? I'm analyzing from YouTube, please. If on other platforms it has more likes, don't beat me up. This is me just watching from YouTube. Um, and yeah, I want to explain the song before we go any further. So obviously, for those who do not know Ayanda Jiya, of which I don't think ukhona umuntu in this day and age ongamazi Ayanda Jiya, but for those who don't know Ayanda Jiya, she talks about love. She is a lover of love. She's a sucker for love or hopeless romantic. All these terms, and I mean, I don't know her personally, but like through the music, right? So she talks about love, guys. She talks about love. I mean, here and there she'll talk about uthando yes, you know, but like hey, for most of it, le love le yabo la gender, that other gender, yes. So in this song specifically, she talks about love, but like self love first, you know, and healing, and how she now values herself. Because I think her first line is, it took a while. Like, guys, I'm trying to remember her words. So she says, it took a while for me to love me. something like that, right? And then as time goes, it's like uyabalisa. It's like, when you're telling a guy, like, when you meet someone, and then like uzamuke explainela umgo wakho so that they don't repeat it. So it's like, if you, for example, if I meet a guy and like my previous relationship ended because ndajolela, and I say to this guy, okay, you know what, I actually have some issues when it comes to trusting the males, because ABC happened. So I've been working on myself because I don't want it to affect the next person I'm going to be in love with. But now, where can you now like step up? Can you don't repeat the same thing? So be a man in that, be responsible. Don't give me reasons to be suspicious of you or to think that you repeating what I've been through, right? So it's like uyabalisa to this guy, but because it took a while for me to love me, to value myself, I've healed now. So now, when you love me, can you show me? Don't just tell me that you love me. Show me, So that's the gist of the song, more or less. You can go listen to it yourself, okay? Um. So for me, when I see this music video, again, in the previous videos, I've spoken before about what I would consider the conceptual music videos, or the music videos that tell a story, or the live music videos. And I think we had established kwakudala ke, but I'm not going to focus on live music videos like your umzekelo. If Joy's Celebration is releasing Joy's 28, what are we going to watch? People dancing on stage. That's great, but we can't analyze anything from that. It's too safe. It's a live performance. I don't go anywhere near live performances. So I I talk about staged music videos, ones where people put thought into it and creativity and everything. So for me, this music video in particular, I don't think there's any particular story being told. It's more of a conceptual music video. And briefly, without disregarding the music video, what I mean is, she's not saying a co story like where she wakes up and then we see her with the lover, and then cheeky the lover is with another girl, and then she walks in on that, and then she starts crying, and then she runs back home. Like, it's not a I'm gonna see it Dylan. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a conceptual music video where they just play around with concepts, and there's the story within that, where we have to take what we take from that. So with that being said, there's a lot of nature references, so like the setting of the music video basically is like she's in three places mostly. There's the setting of the park, which I feel like was the main one for me. That's what stood out the most for me. And then there's one where she's in her room, or the bedroom, and at some point she like actually looks out the window. And then there's one where she's on the lounge, right? So it's just three different settings, and she's stationed in those settings. So but the nature references for me, like the trees, the grass, like it just made me think to myself, I don't know what it is about nature that makes us as people feel like we're closer to ourselves, you know um I don't know, like me naturally, I feel like I deserve to live at a beach house, me personally. I love water, and like I don't get to experience the beach as much as I'd love to experience it, you know. But everyone has their thing, be it water, be it the grass, be it a park, whatever. Like there's that, be it trees. I know people like love hanging on trees and stuff. I don't know what it is about nature that makes us feel like we're closer to ourselves. Um, and I think that's why it works perfectly with this music video, especially with what she's trying to explain about the time and healing, and her valuing herself and her loving herself. And with her being in nature, like in the music video. So I think for me that was that was good. Like it made so much sense. Like, guys, what's your analogy? Like, what do you guys, I know, like, I know there's a lady, Anita Phillips. I'm gonna like off ramp a little bit before we continue, right? Anita Phillips is I don't know whether to say psychologist or psychiatrist, but she's a pastor as well. And I personally enjoy listening to her sermons and that, because she's not loud. Like, she speaks. I love people who talk. And she's got this whole analogy, and she's written a book or books regarding, there's one where she talks about the garden, like your heart being a garden or something like that, right? And she, obviously being a Christian, she goes down the Christian route, or like the biblical route, to even explain, like, for her, she links it with a lot of scriptures in the Bible where we as human beings are being compared to trees or seeds, or and like, it's very interesting, like her analogy when she talks of the tree. She believes that the tree and human being, same thing, like same thing. And obviously I'm not Anita Phillips, so I can't explain it the way she does. Like, she explains it proper, and you just like, okay, but like, I think it could be one of those things where we're like, as people, we really are in touch with nature, because we are nature itself. And it's just an interesting element to watch. Like, like I said earlier, everyone has their thing. Others connect more to pets, others connect more to water, others connect more to trees, the grass, whatever your thing is, so flowers, like whatever, I don't know. So yeah, all of this was to say Landobao and Jiya Abe Park Landau. That was great. It was amazing. And I don't think it's the first music video Gega and Jiya where she's been. I think Tanda Manzi, because khona laa ngoma yakhe yakudala, guys. Don't judge the singing. I've forgotten the title of the song. So she goes like, from the conversations that we have to the way you make me laugh. What could it be? A love so amazing. Something like that. Something like that. Like, she's by the water. And then aphume at some point, and then ayodlala ngathi lusana by the grass. I'm just like, and Tanda in nature. It was just a thing for me. I was like, oh, okay, it's not the first time where she's like been by the water or like the grass or whatever. So, and I think, in as much as essentially the song is like a conversation, that's how I interpret it, right? Like, she is telling this guy to say, this is where I'm at in life, or this is where we're at. It all begins with self-love. Like, it's at a romantic level now, where she's just like, if we're gonna step into a relationship, you can't let me down on A, B, C, and D, But with that being said, it's not she's not asking him to do things that she can't do for herself. Because now she's saying, I now value myself. I now love myself. And because I've understood myself as a person, this is what I can take, then this is what I can't. So when I ask you to do A, B, C, and D, you gotta step up. Like, I'm not taking anything below that, And like, I think it's always amazing when you step into relationships having dealt with your trauma, because, wow, excuse me. When I think of, like, growing up, I used to listen to a lot of love songs. Like, I feel like we all did. And for me also, it was not even because like I'm a lover of love or anything. It's just music, like what we're exposed to or whatnot. And like, obviously, when you come from a family that just listens to like different genres of music, blah blah, whatever the case is, I would always be in the car and like listening to a certain song, and like, I just love songs that make me dream. Like, I just love songs that play with my imagination. And most of the time, with most love songs that I've listened to, they've given me, with my imagination that I can't really paint for you guys, but it's like, it's always felt really peaceful, very calm, very personal. Like obviously what looks like peace and calmness to me does not look the same for you, you know? But whoa, guys, whoa. Yes, so I was saying, what looks like love to me is not the same picture for you guys. And so for me, I feel like I love songs that make me imagine what love is like. And I've always imagined it to be something soft, something calm, something peaceful, you know? And watching this music video gave me just a glimpse of that. I'm not going to say too much of it, you know, but like just it gave me just enough of that. And then also like there were parts where when she's there by the lounge, that lounge area, it was giving me Ari Lennox vibes. Glam, shape of a baby. I'm just like, Ayanda, I see you. Like, I see you. But also, generally, I think even outside of the music video, I would, when I think of people like, okay, because Ari is like a bit extreme. Like, Ari will take dirty content and sensualize it, and you think it's, like, guys, Langoma, Ari, and I've forgotten her, but it's like I've forgotten her name. Lady, I wanna spit on it, guys. That is a dirty song, but they made it feel sensual, like Kukulau Alicia Keys. You understand? It's like how we're not talking about love here. We're talking about sex, like eraf, but now we are, you know. But I know, although for me, I feel like Eri and Ayanda sing different kind of love. It's love equivalent, but they give me the same vibes. Like when I see Ayanda, I see Ari. When I see Ari, I see Ayanda. I don't know for some odd reason. So it reminded me of Ari, that whole scene where she's there by the lounge area and wara wara blah blah. And then guys, like I wanna talk about the videography of it all, and video quality. And like I think this is the part where like when I start rating, or like because like these are my criteria, like I talk about that, I talk about the lyrics, blah blah blah, like so on and so forth. This is the area where I'm like least knowledgeable, you know, because I'm just like I don't even know if I would be able to tell if people used wrong edits, because like I'm not into editing like that. I'm not into, I don't know, like I just don't know, like in the end when the final product, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know. For me, I keep saying if the video is clean and like la music video ka Ayanda, Jiya and uBongekile, You Were My Lover for Life, I think that's over 3-4 years now. It still looks clean, like it looks like yenze izolo, you know. So I'm here for videos like that, videos that look clean, videos that you can still watch years later and think, oh, okay, it's good. And the funny video enga tangashu. So I mean, this video looks clean, and I think that's the most I can say. I can't say, you know, had the DOP done this, had he done, or had he or she, you know, like I can't talk that far when it comes to directing in terms of like photography or videography, for that matter. Just clueless, but it's clean. And I think for me, the part I like was where hey, Islung Savalek was where they're doing that round, I think, guys. Like, so she's like standing where she's standing, and then I can't say drone because it wasn't that high, but it was like, it was as though the camera was thinking it, hey, with the stand, and they just went around her. Like, that looked really cool because it's the part where she's like, by that line where she's like, I'm not trying to be a fool for anybody. And then, like, oh yeah, and then like they go and they do that randa thing, you know. And then do the lyrics and the visuals collaborate? Like what we are hearing and what we are seeing, does it make sense? Does it gel? You wanna get a concept because conceptual videos are not like it's not always like in black and white with like storytelling where we can say she's saying this, but the video is showing that. Because those are most of the time in black and white. Because it's like, why are we not seeing what we are hearing? You know, like it's easier to judge to say no or yes. But with conceptual music videos, it's like they're meant to spark whatever, however where you're gonna understand it. Like I'm gonna say yes, I think it made sense, but I can't now say, because now basically her being at the park was enough for me, and for you it could be like, love and the park, njani. So it's like, for me, of course, I feel like it is great. I mean, that is why we are here talking about this music video. So I feel like it did do a whole lot of collaboration, especially by the parts where she's like, I'm not trying to be a fool for anybody. Like, you're a fool, guys, it's like a repetitive thing. It takes time for you to snap out of being a fool. Like how on social media right now, like even on TikTok, there was that trend where they like, um, girls shouldn't be proud of saying, he always comes back to me, he always comes back to me. That's because, yeah, a fool, obviously, man, and he knows that like, you're gonna take him back, something like that. So it's like, even for her to be saying that and the cameras go around, it's like to say she's kind of like breaking that cycle of like allowing the same nonsense to happen over and over again. Don't know if I make sense, but yeah. And then with her makeup and costume, okay, we'll get to makeup and costume. With the setting, I mentioned that there was the park, there was the bed, um, and there was the lounge. And when I la lounge area, it didn't spark anything much for me or from me. Like, I didn't read much from it. It was just one of the settings for me. And then the bed, I also didn't relate much to it, especially if, like, apart from the fact that, again, like when I see bed, I just think, I'm in love with the bed. It's a love language. So it's like, okay, it's time to sleep. Great. Time to rest. And then with the park, like Ngamange Park, guys, all these other settings, like if the entire music video happened just at that park without the bed or her just looking through the window. But no, it's fine. It makes sense because she talks about healing. I need depressed guys niko daughter. Sometimes niyazvalela ezindlini and benzima noba uvuke and stuff. So it makes sense with it, I guess. Nalandi yoba sendlini by the lounge area, but now I'm just here for the park. I'm just here for the part where she's looking. Guys, can we talk about Ayanda Jiya? Like this is not meant to sexualize her or anything. Like, can we talk about how gorgeous she is and her body and how fit she is? Did you get land and there's no one did he 6 pack or what? I'm just like, hey, guys, you see the women who gym are my life, because I could never hit the gym and I could never be pressurized into hitting the gym. Like, I love women who gym, but for me it's just like, yo, hi guys, Imani Kuma, because like I can't. I think I'm too lazy. And I think I take advantage of the fact that, like, I'm not affected by what I eat. It's like I can eat a magunya I-20 and I'll still look the way I look. So I think I think gym is punishment, but that's not the story. That's not where we are. Like, we're just here to say Ayanda's body is looking snazzy. It's looking proper. It's giving everything that it should give. Yo, and the skin is also popping. I'm just here to say that she's fit. You know what? The makeup and costume, by the park. It's giving a whole lot of Solange vibes. Like, she's not dancing much. She's just doing. Okay, get proof. Man, she's not dancing. She's just doing that. These things that you guys like doing on my music video. Love, love, love. Ne, guys are just playing around like that. But what I was giving Solange was the costume. It felt like something that, but obviously not the color, because Solange would like go for neutral colors, and uthanda colors is ngathi dull or is to like Solange would go for like a light gray or dark gray or nude. Like, and it's red. I don't know if it's red or dark orange, but ipa, right? And yeah, but it was just also, it just gave me Solange vibes. So yeah, that was that. And then with her hair, also, like, when I think of Ayanda, for the longest time I've known her with that huge afro, like that huge wig. And guys, like, let's call it what it is. A wig is a wig. So now I'm watching this music video and wondering because there's dreadlocks. She's got dreadlocks, and I'm thinking to myself, is that her hair? Like, is this like? Because wow, Zintle, if that's the case, and I think if it's not my first time seeing her hair, it's my first time paying attention to the fact that she's got dreadlocks, which is great because I'd assume that they're long, judging by the hairstyle that she's done, you know? And it was my first time also seeing her hair because she's always got this huge afro wig going on. And I think for me, personally, like she doesn't look bad or anything. It's just that because I love big afros, huge hair, I love huge dramatic wigs. So I think I just prefer her in those wigs. You see the wigs that she always does for the covers of her albums or her EPs or the ones that she just has, man, on the previous music videos. Like those are the wigs I love for, those dramatic ones, the ones where you wear and everyone just turns around with you. I think for me personally, if she could rock that forever and ever, like I wouldn't have a problem. But obviously, she's an artist. She's allowed to explore. Even if she wasn't an artist, she's a person. She's allowed to explore and play around with whatever she wants to do with her hair. You know, I wanted to give credit to the people who like made the video possible. You know, like this is actually in a way me giving credit to them. It's just that when I saw the list, I was like, I can't. I'm like, who do I mention? Who do I not mention? So shout out to all of you guys. Like, if your name is there at the end of the music video, because when the music video ends, it's got everyone's name. So I was like, okay, let me see. Let me see. I'm just like, I wasn't as the icons. So all of you guys, whoever you are, I saw surnames of like 20. I know there was, I think there's a name or somewhere there. I know, like, yeah, Ayanda Jiya, obviously, because Genki, yeah, okay, she also kind of produced it. She's also kind of creative director. Banta sekuni nonke, well done to all of you guys. Nibaninzi and Izinimqeba, and well done, you know? And then so yeah, it's time for me to rate the video. Ugh, you know, this is so annoying because like this is a criteria that I've created for myself, right? So it's like, but judging from the quality of the entire video, like yabo kanye videography corner and the lyrics with the like with them collaborating with the visuals, the costume and makeup and the setting, Kona is not bad, you know. Maybe we can give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. You know, that's not bad. I'm not stingy with marks. I don't think I'm stingy with marks. I think the reason I would give it a 7 or 10 is because I think they could have generally done more. But ungandibuzi bangephi more because nama also don't know. But I think it's more not in a like me saying yeah it is whack, but it's like they can do more. They can do better. Like in the next video, because I know that's not the only song on the album, which is of course the latest album if you haven't heard it. But latest I pumanga this year, guys. I think pume last year. Last year early, if not the year before late. Yeah, well, I'm not really sure the dates, but good I know it's been out for quite some time. I think they can do more with the other music videos. Yeah, well, but 6 or 7 out of 10 is not bad, guys. I think they did really well. I think that's a really great mark. So shout out to Ayanda Jiya and her team. Much love to her. Much love to everyone. Much love to you guys for watching. And like, how long is, guys? This is like 30 minutes. I'm so proud of myself because I can go on for like an hour if you've watched previous music. Yes, previous music video analysis. Guys, sitting slow. But something like that, you know what I'm trying to say? Those ones have reached an hour, or some of them. So yeah, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your ears. Thank you for your eyes. Thank you for your data. Thank you for your Wi-Fi. Thank you for isiqu sakho sitting on that chair or lying on that bed. Thank you, just Jay, for everything. Until we talk in the future again about another music video that I'll like. and want to analyze. And yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that they should start watching my videos where I analyze music videos on behalf of you guys, because I know you guys don't do that. So yeah, bye.